Welcome to No Coffee Needed. I'm Chad, right here in the heart of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and we are so glad that you've joined us today. So welcome to our home. Sandy and I appreciate you so very much for taking time out of your day to watch. But so if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, we would love for you to hit that subscribe, ring that little bell so you'll be notified every time we post a new video, and also go ahead and hit that like button. We'd greatly appreciate it. But today we're doing bourbon steak. That's right, bourbon steak. And so what we want to do is go ahead and get this marinade prepared, and we're going to marinate these steaks for about, well, we're going to do these overnight, and so I just want to go ahead and get that started. So for our marinade, what we're doing is we got 1/3 of a cup of bourbon, we got 1/4 cup of EVOO, we have 2 cloves of minced garlic, we've got 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and 1/2 cup of packed light brown sugar. So what we want to do first is we want to go ahead and put all of this in one container. There's the bourbon, olive oil, minced garlic, soy sauce, and our brown sugar. Gonna mix this up extremely well. All right, guys, we got that mixed up real well. What we've got is 2 ribeyes. They're about 3/4 of a pound each. So what we want to do is just go ahead and take these ribeyes, slide them in the bag. Then we're going to take our marinade. We're going to pour in here. Gonna push all this air out, as much of the air as we possibly can. All right, what we're gonna do is let this sit in there in the refrigerator overnight, and we'll get started on it tomorrow. Put this on our pellet grill. So now you're cooking, no coffee needed style. Just hang around and you'll see it on the grill. Hey guys, and welcome back to No Coffee Needed. It is the next day and we're working on this bourbon steak, and then we are going to do some baked potatoes on the pellet grill. So first thing we want to do, we went out and got that pellet grill cranked up to 350 degrees. We're going to just rub these potatoes down with a little bit of olive oil. Just like so. Then we're going to take a little bit of this No Coffee Needed 3-peat seasoning. We're going to just sprinkle it really well all the way around. Just like that. Then we're going to take these, we're going to go set them on the pellet grill, and then we'll come back in, pull those steaks out of the refrigerator that we let marinate overnight, let those come up to room temperature. So anyway, let's head out to the pellet grill and get these potatoes on. What you say? Hey guys, so we're out here, got the pellet grill cranked up, ready to go. We got these potatoes. As you can see, it's running about 365 degrees right now. Just gonna take these, set them right there, close that lid. We'll come back and check on them in about an hour. We'll flip them over and run about another 30-45 minutes and give those a check. Anyway, these potatoes should take about an hour and a half running 350 degrees on the pellet grill. So we're gonna go inside, get that steak out, and get it up to room temperature and get it ready to put on the grill when these potatoes get close to being done. All right? All right, guys, we got potatoes on the pellet grill, and so what we've got, we just took these steaks out of the refrigerator. Remember, we marinated these overnight, so we're gonna take these out. We're gonna just set them right here on our cutting board and let them kind of dry out just a little bit, come on up to room temperature. Ooh, man, these things smell and look unbelievably good. I'm just gonna seal this up to throw it away, to discard it. Just set it right there for a second. But look, just look at that beautiful color on these steaks. You see that? A little bit of that garlic, a little bit of brown sugar still stuck on there. Man, that just looks superb. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make some bourbon steak butter in just a little bit. But what we did is we just took this butter out of the refrigerator, same time we took those steaks out. We're gonna let that butter sit out here on the counter for about an hour, about the same amount of time we're gonna leave these steaks out. About an hour, just gonna let this butter come to room temperature, and then we'll use a little bit of paprika, a little parsley, and bourbon, and this 1 stick of real salted butter. Real butter now, real butter. So that's the key, real butter. We're gonna make that butter up while those are on the pellet grill and just a little bit cooking. But anyway, just stick around. We're waiting on those potatoes. Then we're gonna throw these steaks on that pellet grill, and boy, are we gonna enjoy a good meal tonight. All right, guys, the potatoes are on the pellet grill. They've been on there about an hour and a half. They're getting very close to getting done. So what we did is we went ahead and cranked that pellet grill up to a little over 400, 425, I think is what we set it on to get it cranked up and ready for these steaks. But what we want to do before we go put those steaks on that pellet grill, we want to go ahead and get this bourbon steak butter ready to go, because it won't take those steaks long. So we got this butter. It's at room temperature, real salted butter. We want to take a teaspoon of parsley. We're going to put in there. We're going to take a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Got that in there. Then we're going to take the bourbon. We're going to put 2 teaspoons of bourbon in here. Get this all mixed up, ready to go. All right, we're just gonna get this all mixed up and ready to go, get that bourbon butter ready to put on those steaks. But anyway, while I mix this up, y'all just hold on a minute. What I'll do is I'll catch y'all out at the grill in just a few minutes to get those steaks on and ready to go. All right, so just hold tight, meet you at the grill. Oh, hey guys, just in time. We're right here at the pellet grill. We're gonna get these beautiful, beautiful steaks on here. Those potatoes are just about done. We're gonna set those on the top rack. Take these, it's only gonna take about 3 or 4 minutes per side. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. Set those steaks on there. We'll come back in about 3 minutes, flip those over, and let it run another 3 or 4 minutes, and then they'll be ready to taste test. But before we'll take them off, we will put that bourbon butter, that bourbon steak butter right on top, and man, will she ever be delicious. So anyway, just stick around and we'll give them a turn. All right guys, it's been 4 minutes. We're gonna take these. Ooh, man. Look at that, would you? That is looking great. We're gonna let those hang in there about 3 more minutes, and I know without a doubt they'll be done and ready to go. So just stick around. We'll throw that bourbon butter on top in about 2 minutes and let it go for another minute, and then we'll take them off and go in there for a taste test. How about it, guys? All right, guys, been just about 2 minutes. Look at that wonderful bourbon steak butter. We're gonna take it, kind of smear it all over the top. Just like that, we'll go close the lid, let it sit there 1 minute, throw them in the pan, grab those potatoes, take it all inside, get everything prepped, and then we'll be ready for a taste test. All right guys, can you see those beautiful ribeyes? Just look how gorgeous, and those potatoes are just perfect. That skin is crisp. The insides are soft as they can be, just the way we like them. Look, you can see that beautiful glistening of that steak from that bourbon steak butter. What we want to do is take a knife. Gonna cut right down the center of this potato. What we want to do is take a little bit of this bourbon steak butter, throw on that potato, add just a little bit more parsley flakes on top of that. Take some sharp cheddar cheese. Throw on top of there. Let's get this on a plate, get it to the table, and give it a taste test. What you say, guys? All right, guys, we are at the table. That cheese has melted and that butter has melted into that potato, and man, it's just killing me. I gotta taste this. What I want to do first is I'm just gonna cut that little bit of fat off right there. Just gonna give this steak a quick cut. Man, if you can see, that steak is absolutely perfect. Can you see that steak right there? Medium to medium rare, just absolutely perfect, just the way we like it. Turned out great. That was 4 minutes on one side, 3 on the other. Let's see what this tastes like. And so tender. That bourbon marinade for that steak is just unreal. That flavor just powers through. And that little topping of that bourbon steak butter is just unreal. Guys, hope you try this. You can change some stuff around, do whatever you want to do. No steak sauce needed whatsoever. Man. Great. Let's see what this potato tastes like with that cheese along with that bourbon butter on there. Perfect. Let's see what this. Ooh. That bourbon butter adds a little bit of extra oomph to that potato, just like we always want it to. Man, topped with that cheddar cheese, you get a bite of that skin with that no coffee 3-peat seasoning on the outside. Man, perfect. Guys, that potato is just out of this world. That steak is fantastic. This is something that I hope you try at home. You can change things up just a little bit, however you like it, but I'm telling you, this is fantastic. Now you're cooking, no coffee needed style.